You already know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. And kicking it off, you know what time it is. You know them ones there where you got a freestyle. It's been a long time. You get me? You know what time it is. Fam, them ones you got to quickly. New week, another one. Man's been out for a minute. But fam, I'm back. You know what time it is. It's Beeks, baby! Bruv, the tune for that one. My competition is with Eyes on the Ball. Big up Eyes on the Ball, cause their intro slaps in it. I got my eye on the ball. I'm gonna have to do my vocals. You know them ones. I'm gonna have to do my thing. 100%. I'm gonna do my thing. But say less. It is what it is. But fam, today, actually, do you know what? Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Like it's one of them ones where you got to do the intro. Like I brought a good friend, a good man who's doing his thing, bruv. He's doing his thing. With his podcast, his people. Them, I jumped on his show not long ago. I think it was last month. Let me not lie to you. I think it was last month. It was good. The banter was good. Everything was flowing. Them ones there. And I thought, yeah, I've got to get my man on Beats Corner. And you know what? I've slapped. I know people have been coming up to me. I know I've slapped. It is what it is. What can I do? But we're here. We're back. We're live and fresh. So big up. Man, like the one and only, bruv, unique Manchester United football fan who come with factory boy. You know them ones there. A big up man like Semps from UTD'S official. Semps,
you lot with these intros, man. Jesus. Gas man up, Gas man
this
up.
is it, G. This is one. Bro, this is WrestleMania. I'll make sure everyone's entrance is a WrestleMania setting.
Trust me, I'm coming in with my chest like like Ted DiBiase, them man, $1 million man, and them man.
$10 million. You know them ones there. You know when the pyro comes on. You remember when Randy Orton used to stand on the turnbuckle?
Yeah,
and just do that, brother. You go, yeah, bro, that is me,
I'm
here. I'm here, bro. Hey, listen, man, like Semps, how you been, man? You been good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. You know what? Just big up to yourself, man. Appreciate you having me on your platform. As you said, you came on my show and it was just vibes from morning. We've been vibing on Twitter and all of that. And yeah, man, I'm happy to be here. I'm good. Life is good. Can't complain. Obviously, pandemic and all of that. But you get me? Man can still jump on the stream. Means I can speak. Means I can see. I can't complain, bro.
Listen, I can't complain. It is what it is, fam. And you know what? Yeah. Like, obviously, before we dive in, obviously, this week we received terrible news. Man don't really know my man like that, and you get me? Man like Claude from Arsenal Fan TV, unfortunately, my man passed away. May God rest his soul. Obviously, no one knows what, killed him and whatnot, how he passed away. But, the most important thing is, rather than mourning his death, celebrate his life. And, them ones there. Shout out to even the Arsenal Football Club, even tweeting saying, that I respect that, them ones there. And look, it's mad because if he was alive, he'll be seeing the amount of love he's getting all of a sudden. And unfortunately, it has to take for someone to pass away. We see trolls online and whatnot, and it's not nice, innit? But it's about you as an individual, how you're going to deal with it. If you can't deal with it, I would suggest that you pack it up. I mean, this thing is not for everyone. Do you get me?
Yeah, Beeks. I want to just touch on that, man, because one thing with this thing, as you say, as our faces out there, we're putting out content to be criticized and for people to comment on. That's just the way it is. It's football, innit? That's what we do. But what people need to realize, and it takes a level of like self-evaluation, and you got to know yourself and understand where you are in life, but you got to understand where these people are in life. These trolls that we're seeing online that are hailing abuse, the problem ain't you, the problem is them. They have a problem themselves, a problem in their own lives. And that's how you have to try and look at it. When someone is coming at you with nastiness, don't get me wrong, I know it's not easy, but you have to just look at them and be like, what's happening with you? And you have to have sympathy and pity on them. It sounds crazy, but trust me, them people there are in a bad space. And if you can get over that hurdle and not let it get to you, things will be easier. Do you know what I mean? But the mental health, the mental illness thing is something that's quite dear to me, because I lost a brethren 2 years ago to all of that thing. And it's the same thing. If you'd have saw his funeral, the amount of mans we were out there searching for him because he went missing. If he'd have saw the love that he actually had, then, you know. But unfortunately, when you're in that rut, it's difficult for you to see, man. So yeah, my thoughts go out to Claude and family. And I don't want to speculate on what happened, because I don't know what happened, but I know he was finding it difficult. You can see certain videos and stuff that he had said out there. So yeah, thoughts go out to him and his family, man. Definitely.
May God rest his soul, man. And Semps, you hit the nail on the head, bro. This thing isn't for everyone. And you've got to really be careful, man. At the end of the day, I think what we should be doing, rather than showing love when someone passes away, just show love now, bro. Because you don't know when you are going to... You don't even know when you're going to lose your life, bro. You don't even know. Tomorrow is never promised. That's what the people say. I think that's the saying go. Tomorrow is never promised. So just live your life and show love, man, rather than always scrutinizing people, man.
Always have to show love. And that's why anybody that comes on my thing, I appreciate your time, and I make sure that I make them know how much I appreciate them. Do you know what I'm saying? Because for me, it's an honor, it's a pleasure to meet people like you through this football thing. And if you give up your time to jump on my show, I appreciate it. But it's all about showing love now, because as you say, tomorrow isn't guaranteed, and you don't want it to think like, oh, I never said this or I never said that. So that's why but the thing is, you have to go through certain things. So I've learned a lot from my friend passing, because there was a certain situation that I would have loved, because me and him, you know, I'm not going to get into it, but me and him didn't speak for a couple of years, but he was one of my close brethren. So that kind of affected me deep, because I didn't get to say what I wanted to say to him. Do you know what I mean? So from that now, I always say that there's a lesson to be learned in that. And for me, that was for me to now, you get me, know how to deal with things going forward. That always get things off your chest, because you never know when it's the end, boy.
Yeah, it's true, man. I hear that, bro. Obviously, everyone has their own path in life and whatnot. Everyone has their trials and tribulations, but you know, like you said, it's about the people around you. Stay strong. You get through it, man, no matter what. So obviously, we've said that piece. Obviously, it's a little bit of, you know, seriousness and whatnot. We get that. We get that out of the way. Now it's about the real deal. You get me? It's about the real deal, fam. Football's back, G. And you know what? Big up, man like Big Gunner, because he's already, you know, putting this out there. And man's gonna clout his ass soon, because he's on WhatsApp and whatnot, talking the most. I don't know, all because Donny got 3 assists in one game for Scotland and that. Who did that man play? I don't even know. What, Macedonia and them things there. Cool. We'll talk about that later on. See, after people, you man, honestly, for real. Listen, football's back, G. And you know, we've had a big up Spice. Spice, for those who don't know, do the United podcast on Wednesday. He said it was an annual leave for Manchester United fans after that loss against Leicester City. Now, I even forgot. I forgot about that. You know, them ones that that's how long football's been away for. But United now play Brighton. Bro, how are you feeling going into this game, man? Because, man, I swear to God, United just bring me some sort of level of anxiety sometimes. I don't know where we even stand half of the time. This game, you're looking at it on paper, it's 3 points. But when we played them at the beginning of the season, we had to stop the game, get a penalty, and then bro, so, fam, I don't know what's going to happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? How are you feeling about this game, bro?
Boy, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna say I'm feeling calm about it right now, because I've been saying on various different pods that I've been on recently and on mine that I feel like I'm just trying to lower my expectations now. That's the only way I can get through this period, Beeks, is for me to lower my expectations, not expect too much, because the Leicester game broke me. It broke me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It broke me. And the reason it broke me is, I'll tell you, because like an idiot, I actually thought we could actually go and win the FA Cup. Like, I thought that we can get, I thought we could get far. Do you get me? Because when I was looking, Leicester, we should beat Leicester. FA Cup, we should. We should beat Leicester. I know people will say, what gives you the right to think that you're going to beat Leicester? But like an idiot, I thought we would anyway. But I got brought back down to earth, and now I'm like, you know what? I can't trust us to do nothing. So going into this Brighton game now, I'm just like, boy, whatever happens, happens. We're gonna. I believe we're. I know we're probably gonna discuss it, but I believe we'll get top 4. But I'm just like, you know, we're. It wouldn't be beyond the realms of expectation to see us lose that game. Do you know what I'm saying? Or drop points. So I'm just like, whatever happens, happens, man. If that makes sense, because I just realized I have to lower my expectations.
No, bro, I hear you. And look, man are gonna come for me, but I don't give 2 fucks. Listen, look, that Leicester game, I thought, I can't mind or whatever in it, like breeze. I thought, man, Leicester, them pussies over there. Cool, man, they got their own problems and whatnot. We'll slap them. I was like, UG, I was like, man, man, let's get into it. These man schooled us, you know.
Schooled us.
Oh. I said, is this my club, the great Manchester United? Leicester City, you know. I said, cool, say less. You know what's so mad, yeah? I was so upset. I thought, you know what? Man's been on this podcasting and I've said to everyone, man's not watching Europa League. Yeah? Them man have now decided to force me to jump on Europa League. I'm not lying to you. Said, I swear to God, I wasn't even involved in Europa League. I said, bro, I'm not watching that. Man didn't sign up for that.
Yeah.
Now, I've done a late registration. Hold tight, Kanye West with the fucking album and that. If you man know, you know. I did a late registration to say I'm now part of the Europa League team, fam. Do you get me? And look, bro, you know what's so upset? Yeah, upsetting. It's like everyone knew, bro, that we were gonna lose. We went into halftime 1-1. They did the draw. Manchester United were potentially going to face a team that we slapped up during the season 9-0, bro, in the semi-finals. That's a guaranteed spot in the final. And I'm sure whoever we faced in the final, it'd be a game. We'd give it our all. I know for a fact.
It's a final. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. But what happened? Brendan Rodgers decided to, you know, get his balls from his coach or whatnot. I don't know where he got his balls from, and decided to say, "Yep, I'm gonna slap Manchester United today," and that's what we did, and that's what they did. Big up Leicester City, because I'm not gonna take anything away from them. Them man did their thing, but I just feel I can't be going through this yo-yo experience where we go on a high and then all of a sudden we drop.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's a consistent thing which needs to stop, and I'm tired of it. So I understand when you say you're lowering your expectations, bro. My expectations are rock bottom, Satan standard. That's where it's at now. Because I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. Like right now, I just want my club. I will sell my soul to make sure Manchester United is great again. It's mad that I'm saying it. That's how. Bro, I love the club.
You're feeling it deep there, innit?
I'm feeling it deep, bro. Look, like I feel like Liverpool man them did a mad thing, bro. Like them man sold everything about them to make sure that they won the league. You understand what I'm saying? But now they're reaping the repercussions.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Them man are going through that. Hold tight, them man. I don't even know what's going on with them, man. I'm no disrespect to them. I don't even look that low.
Yeah, we don't even need to worry about them now.
I'm not even trying to hear them, man. Do you understand? Big up Liverpool, and you get me. Look, man, like Jerry in the car, he's telling me, fam, what kind of George, bro? It ain't that deep. Jerry, you telling me he's not that deep? Let me tell you something. When's the last time we won the league? Semps, tell him, when's the last time we won the league? I swear, when was it?
2013.
Okay. Now we are approaching next year. 2022.
Yeah, boy.
Before you know it, it's 10 years.
Exactly. Beeks, before you know it, and people may think I'm chatting crap when I say this, but before you know it, we've done a Liverpool in its 30 years. Trust me, these things can happen. It can happen. It happened to Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying? And the way things are going now, if anybody had said we'll go 10 years without winning the league, we would have told them you're chatting crap. Facts. So people, you can tell me I'm chatting crap about 30 years, but this is, if we don't see things start to improve soon, with all of this new money coming into the Premier League, all of these new owners of Premier League clubs that do want to spend on their clubs, do you get me? Like, Manchester United can only live off Manchester United for so long. You get me? We got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as manager now. Yeah. We got owners that clearly don't really care about winning the league. We ain't got Sir Alex Ferguson that can create miracles now. We ain't got that. you know
Them
what I'm
days are
saying?
over, bro. Them days are over. That's long gone. Like
Them done.
miracles, we don't even know what miracle is anymore. It's come
Yeah.
to a point where, like now, like we're approaching Arsenal. Arsenal, how long Arsenal gone without a league? What, 17, 18 years now? Bro,
Yeah,
that's a long
2000,
time.
2004, innit? Last time,
Bro,
17
2014,
years.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Seven-
21, 17 years,
17 years.
bro.
Yeah, man.
Bro, there's Arsenal fans who've never seen their club win a league. Beat
Exactly.
that, G. So I'm not even trying to I'm not even on a bantering thing. Like, I just can't end up like that. And I'm just hoping. No, for real. Like these men, I'm hearing a lot of man on different platforms, and I respect everyone's opinion in it. Yeah, but I'm hearing man like, yeah, you know what? We've got like the structure now, and I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking, bro, like structure is great in that, but we still need funds. We still need someone pumping money into the club to say, all right, this is what you can have.
Yeah.
Go and make sure you get the right players, because structure's great in that, but fam, it's not going to be enough to land these targets, change the whole type of. Because let's face it, man, we're backwards, bro. If you look at the likes of Liverpool and Man City, they've evolved, and that's why they're becoming more successful at what they're doing. Obviously, Liverpool are going for a rot at the moment, but I'm sure they'll be able to bounce back. But they've evolved their team. Like they do their deals early. You see Liverpool linked with the defender from RB Leipzig, and apparently their deal's nearly done. You see things like that, you think, rah, okay, cool. These men are onto their team. But again, that all stems from the structure that's in place and the fact that they've got a bit of funds there, because Liverpool got their own problems. They got problems upstairs. The American owners or whatnot, but they make do. They make do. We as a club, we're not even making do. We don't even know how to sell the dead players at our club. We still got men like Jones at our club and them man there.
Still got Jones there, man.
And for some reason, I'm starting to feel like we're not going to be able to sell Lingard, because although Lingard is doing his thing, we're going to now add stupid prices on top, because I keep saying English tax, you got to slap that on. Euro tax, you got to slap that on. But Man United will take it to a next level and say, yeah, 50 million for Jesse Lingard, bro. And then you'll end up keeping Lingard, bro. So this is what I'm saying. It's just a bit long. I just don't like how I'm not putting my whole faith in this thing, in this whole transfer window, which we will talk about later on. But I just feel like we're lucky to be where we're at the moment this season. And a lot of people may say, no, it's not luck. The manager's doing great. I hear that, but do I really want Solskjaer to be there? Like I've always said, look, like all these Ollie ins and Ollie outs, I'm not really trying to, go too deep on that. But fam, Semps, I'm not gonna lie to you, bruv. Like I said it during the January time when United was so cool gonna get 21 and 21. I said, bro, if my man even won the league, I tell him to leave, bro. I'll be the first one with a banner.
Serious?
Yeah. What? But even if he won the league, would you still have him there?
No, look, for me personally, I don't believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a good enough manager. I think we need an elite manager now to take us to the next level. And I was saying the other day on Usman's show that, there are a lot of positives that Ole has done. So I'm not going to deny that man ain't done no good stuff at Manchester United. He has. But I think we've got to a position now where he's taken us as far as he can take us, and we need another manager there. But if he had won the league, it'd have been a bit harsh for me to then say, boy, you won the league, you need to bounce. You know what I mean? I would have to say, boy, you know what? Look, maybe he's got some sort of judge that works for him. He might be able to run this thing. Who knows? But no, I don't think if he'd have won the league, I'd have had to give him a blie.
I don't think I'm giving a blind. I swear to God. And I only say that because I already know what's going to happen. Like, we're just going to go. You understand what I'm saying? There's not going to be no stability. We're just going to end up like doing what like a Liverpool are doing.
But this is what I'm trying to say to people when they say that it's progression going from third to second, and I say I don't see it personally, because our football is the same as it was last season in the sense it's inconsistent. We have patches of good football, we have patches of bad football, and the quality around us is poor. So for me, I don't think that we have necessarily progressed, because it's like if you look at like 100-meter runner, for example, Usain Bolt, yeah, he goes into an Olympic quarterfinals or whatever, and he knows that he can run 9.5 on 100 meters or whatever it is, and then he goes and runs 10 seconds, but he wins. He knows really and truly, like, man ain't really been pushed in it. Like that was easy for man, because I can run a lot faster. When it gets to the final, I'm going to need to run faster than this. If you run that same time in the final, you'll get beat. And this is how I kind of look at us for next season, is that if we keep up this level of performance and everybody else gets better, i.e. like that's like a final thing, we're gonna end up at the back. And that's why for me, I'm like, it's not progression, and I need to see us progress.
This is what I'm saying. Like progression, everyone says it's progression, bro. Is it really? And I think you've hit the nail on the head with that explanation, and I respect that. Jerry's trying to tell me that I wouldn't let him go, bro. If I kid you not, man, I'm not lying to you, bro. I'm driving him out, and I'll take him to Norway as well. I'll let him settle in with his family and whatnot in Norway. Let him do his thing over there, and I'll tell him I appreciate your the stability you try to bring to the club. I respect that. Try bring stability to your own home as well, bro. You've done a good job here. That's how it is, bro. Do you get me? So, fam, I'm just looking at that and I'm just thinking, yeah, Man United, right now we are doomed. But I really do hope, like, this season, obviously, the only trophy we can win is the Europa League. Who are we facing in the Europa League? Is it quarterfinals now, isn't it?
Yeah, Granada. And again, the thing is opened up for us now. It's opened up.
The same way it was opened up with Leicester. Go on.
We got the draw we wanted. Do you know what I mean? But again, I don't want to go and say, because this is, again, going into every other game, I think we're going to lose. Then we end up winning. Going into the Leicester game, I spoke to my brethren and I said, I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing, but I think we're going to win today. And obviously it was a bad thing because we lost. And now in my head, I'm thinking, surely we must beat Granada, innit? I can't think that we're not going to beat them. Like, surely we must. And then I'm thinking, but when you think that you're going to win, you actually lose, because I thought we would lose to AC Milan and we won. So
you got to do some
reverse psychology.
Reverse psychology thing. And you go, yeah, we're going to lose against Granada. Then all of a sudden, oh my God, wow. Like, you know, the ones there, like, yeah, that's mad. But fam, like, I just feel like this is Granada's biggest game in their history. I don't think they've ever got so far in a European competition like that. And to face Manchester United as well, bro, like everything, all in all, this is huge. The pressure might be onto them. They might think, we're fucked. Like, it's one of them ones. And it's over 2 legs. So I can't really see them spliffing us like that. I don't really see them beating us. But then saying that, like you said, bruv, it's different from it being on paper and then in reality. You get what I'm saying? So I don't really want to. You know what? I'm not gonna curse the team. You know what? I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna be a fan. I don't know what's gonna happen, Carl. I want my club to win. I'm just a supporter. I'm not gonna do no predictions on that. Nothing. Do you get me? So hold tight, Granada. I think, you know what? I'm gonna do a reverse psychology thing. Granada is a great side with huge history and whatnot. So yeah, man, I respect them. I don't even know where they are in their own league. That's how mad it is. But I respect them. It is what it is. That's what you got to do now, Semps, bruv. In order to win these games, you got to do things like that, bruv. And it's unfortunate, bruv. So yeah, man. Look, listen. Obviously, we've done that. We've gone through the Europa League, and then now we got the so-called transfers now, because the transfers in the summer is where everything changes. Now, every year we say Manchester United, this is Manchester United's biggest transfer window in the summer, bro. Is this now going to be the biggest transfer window in the summer this season?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I thought last season top 4 was the priority, and like an idiot as well, I celebrated top 4. I used to cuss Arsenal for celebrating finishing top 4, but last season I celebrated, and the reason why I celebrated was because I said, you know what, this is now going to be the catalyst, because we needed top 4 to secure some big name signings, because if you ain't in the Champions League, they're not going to come. Now we're in the Champions League, we're going to get Sancho and we're going to get couple man. So I'm thinking, yeah, boom. I know the board have let us down in the past, but This is now like they've got Ollie as well. They love Ollie. They're gonna back him. That's what I'm thinking. And then boy, we all know what happened in that summer. So again, I'm lowering my expectations, G. I'm lowering my expectations. I'm going into this transfer window and I'm saying, yeah, like my bridging's always sending me messages like when transfers are on, there's this transfer show happening, this transfer. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in transfer news. Fabrizio gets everybody gassed up on Twitter, like say you've got everyone on a hook and he just stringing everyone along. I'm not interested. I don't care. Show me the signing when man is over the line. Until then, miss me with the crap. I'm not interested. That's how I'm dealing with things this year. Don't come at me with no rubbish. I'm not interested because we're gonna get to the beginning of the season and we're probably not gonna fill the positions we need to fill.
No, I hear you. I hear you. And it's mad because you celebrating top four. I think that was every United fan, man. Unfortunately,
I weren't alone. Good.
This was fam. You weren't alone, man. Don't let people lie to you and say, "Oh, yeah." No. To celebrate, you know what it is? There's a difference in celebrating it inwardly and celebrating it on a mad thing. So if you just won a trophy, now I'm sure you weren't selling it. I'm sure you weren't celebrating like.
I weren't running down the street and them thing there.
You get me? Like certain man were doing it for other certain clubs. I'm not going to mention names because that'd be me stupid to a level. But yeah, fam. So look, I'm just going to say this now. And yeah, top four. I thought top four will get like you. I thought we're going to get the signings. It's going to be calm and keep it moving. Bro, that summer last season, the way these man were just doing this with strings, bro. I thought, nah, you man. It came to a point, where I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Man just blocked Fabrizio, bro. I said, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I said straight, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not having you play with my emotions like this.
Yeah.
I'm not having you just string me along, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm seeing people at him saying, so who we getting next? I'm telling them, man, don't worry, everything's in the pipeline. Nothing's in the pipeline, G. Nothing. This is Man United Football Club. You think anything? No, bro. I'm not hearing that. So we ended up getting Cavani, who was already on a free, by the way, since January. We ended up getting him. I think
lastminute.com.
Cool. We ended up getting Tellez, who we wasn't even interested, but we managed to get him. I'm not saying he's a dead player. I think he's a good player. Cool, fair play. But originally we wanted Regulon, wasn't it?
Regulon, yeah.
Cool. He went to Spurs. We let that slip out of our hands. And who else did we get? We got Amad Diallo as well.
Palestri.
We got Palestri. And you're just thinking, bro, you're getting these players cool for the future. But where are the players that we need right now? You know what I'm saying? Where are the players that are going to make an effect, going to make a change right now? It's all good planning for the future. But more time, the players that you're buying for the future, are they even going to start for Man United in the future? That's the real thing. So is it just a waste of money? You know what I'm saying? Is it just a waste of money or is it just a great investment? We will never know until the time actually comes. So what?
And then they gassed us with Donny van der Beek, don't forget.
Van der Beek, would they gassed us? Even Ollie was like, yeah, I've spoken to him. Man was moving as if like he had his number on speed dial and that. Like, yeah, man, don't worry, bro. Got that team pattern. Like, spoke to him, spoke to his mom, I spoke to his dad, spoke to his uncle. Yeah, cool. Like, and he knows where I stand with him. Thinking, wow, this guy's just gassing the thing. And then obviously, I think it was last year, January, when the whole Haaland thing, he was like, yeah, I've spoken to Haaland. Yeah, man, everything's sorted. That thing's going to be patterned. Did that happen? No. You understand what I'm saying? So everyone keeps saying this is going to be a huge window and that, but let's be real. How can it be huge when last season it was a flop? And now we're going to a season where we're going to finish higher than where we finished before, hopefully. You actually think that these men care. So long as you're staying in a position where revenue's coming in, you're in the Champions League, because when you're in the Champions League, you get more money. They're happy with it, and they're not going to spend a dime. But these men only care about, what do you call the NFL and them things there, isn't it? That's what them man care about. So until them man shift, we're doomed, bro.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are not ready to accept this. Everyone, you got people saying, yeah, but, Ollie's going to make a change. Look, if in Ollie's defense, he's one man, bro. And there's only so much he can do, which I understand. But I believe there's other managers who can do a better job than him. Could be wrong, People might disagree, but that's just how I feel. You get me? But no, Semps, I don't know, man. Like this window is mad, but obviously, if we're gonna be real, can you see a big name coming in the summer? You know when a man goes, you know it's peak. Bro.
Yeah, man, I can't. Nobody, I don't think, no United fan can put their hand on their heart and say that we are. But I have to just go by my past experiences and one more recent in last season. And I was walking around to my people saying the Sancho deal is done. It will get done. It will get done. They'll get it over the line. They'll get it over the line. Trust me, I was saying this for time, Beeks. I kept saying it like with chess. Going on like I had inside scoop. That's how I was thinking it was gonna get done. I'm not doing it again. So this coming into this one now, we know it don't even need to be big name signings. We just need to start filling the positions that we need. A DM, I think, is so important to what we need to do going forward because the McFred is not working. Now, if Ollie, can we blame Ollie? Can we not? Like, he shouldn't be playing McFred anyway. But then if he just feels that, nobody else can do that job, and then we go and get a central defensive midfielder that does what we need him to do, and Ollie can then start playing a different way, then who knows? We may see something different. But I think that is key. We ain't had a right winger since God knows how long. Even Mata was playing right wing for how many years? It's just a madness. So, does the Sancho deal still happen now? He should cost less now, but boy, I got no confidence in that happening either. And we all know we need a centre back as well. But I don't know whether Ollie and the coaching staff realize that we need a centre back. I don't know. Like, is it that do they actually really like that Maguire Lindelof partnership, or do they think that we need a centre back?
They love it. They love it, man. They love the boys. Like, you got Eric Bailly, who, when he's fit, and even when he's fit, man don't want to even use him in that. So, the man go, they see why he's fit. They know he's the best. He does the training, everything. He's going.
Yeah.
And then they go, but not you today, man. Lindelof, come on, man. Maguire, you know the deal.
Yeah.
And you just think, bro, like, don't get it twisted. Like, there's games where you go, all right, cool, Lindelof, Maguire, you had a solid game. But then there's games, it's like, please, don't do this to me, man. You man want to give me a heart attack, bro. Yeah. Do you get me? Why don't you utilize what's on the bench? Let's make the use of it, because Ollie's problem is that he doesn't like utilizing his squad to the fullest potential. Do you get me? He just likes to stick with what he knows. McFred, Lindelof, Maguire.
Yeah.
Cool. He just about phased out De Gea because De Gea was having a child, and because my man is keeping clean sheets at the moment. Big up Henderson.
Yeah.
He is like, you can't drop Henderson because he's actually doing a good job. So if he drops Henderson, it's like, why did you drop Henderson? Well, De Gea is my number one. Well, De Gea hasn't really been on form as of late, so why can't you just keep the person who's been on form? Do you understand? Yeah. He'll get scrutinized. This man doesn't get scrutinized enough for me.
And De Gea should have been dropped long time. And I was saying that certain people think, he's going to get dropped now. I'm like, no, he's not. He's not going to get dropped because Ollie won't drop him. And now he will come back. I would keep Henderson in goal, because one thing that people don't realize, or a lot of people do realize, but we don't talk about it enough, is that consistency is what footballers need. You need consistency. You need to be playing week in and week out. Find your feet. Sometimes some people need to play their way into form. Henderson, he's come in now. Give him a run of games now to the end of the season. Do you know what I'm saying? And what was the point in you bringing him here now? Do you know what I mean? What, to just play cup games? Come on, man. Like, De Gea hasn't been great for us over the last couple of years. So now let's give him some real competition. Let's say, Henderson, this is your time now. Show us what you got. Do you know what I'm saying? And then that will give him a little bit of, to just stick his chest out and be like, you know what? Okay, so I've got the mantle now. So that might give him impetus to put in some real performances and really try to kick on. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know about.
No, I totally understand, man. De Gea, you just stay where you are. Look for another club or whatnot. I don't know, man. Just man. You done your time. You done your thing at Man United. I respect it. But right now, Henderson's doing his thing. Do you get me? Obviously, Luke Shaw having a season of his life, and I'm happy for him, despite all the trials and tribulations. Managers calling him fat and whatnot. Managers telling him he's not good enough. The double leg break. One thing I'll give to Ollie, he knows about man management. He's really good at that.
Yeah.
So fair play to him. And Luke Shaw is now a player that is the player that we wanted him to be over the years. But obviously the injuries have played a part. The managers have played a part who's come in. They haven't really given him the belief to say that you can be one of the best fullbacks. And now he's got this belief and he's performing. Not in a million years that I think we'll see this from Luke Shaw after that mad injury. But he's coming. It's looking like the money that we paid for him all those years ago is now coming into effect. Better late than never, but he's still at a young age. I'm sure he's about 25 or 20. Yeah, he's about 25, 26.
Yeah,
so,
26, I think.
yeah, something like that. But big up him. I mean, how do you feel his season's been going, man? Are you happy? Are you happy to see that he's improved? And yeah, man.
Well, it's just ironic that you bring up Luke Shaw because just earlier on today, if you get a chance, go on my page, and I tweeted a video that we did on the 9th of October on my channel, a Man United video, and Daniel said that Luke Shaw had 7 assists in 7 years or something like that. I think the number was. So we was all like, what? And then I was calling him poor. I was saying he's poor offensively, he's poor defensively. And this was just the night, October 2020, you know. So it was like after the Spurs game and all of that. To see the way man has turned this season around, and that's why I posted it. It was a bit of banter, a bit of egg on my face, but I don't mind being wrong about a player because I did like Luke Shaw before. Do you know what I'm saying? But he's not had the best of times. But this season, Beeks, I don't know. I can't remember when it was that it started to turn. I know obviously Teller's coming in was a kick up the arse that he needed. It must have been because now got Big Gunner saying that Turney's better. Nah, Luke Shaw is the best left back in the Premier League. He's the most consistent left back in the Premier League, and he's actually one of the first names on the team sheet now. He's players that it's in certain games. I'm like, you know what? Don't even play Luke Shaw today because we need to rest him. Or we need him because if we don't have him, we're gonna just be lacking down that side. Like his attacking play this season has been just. It's just been on a madness but what we all have criticized him for before, I used to call him a cutback merchant because he used to go and he used to just cut. That's it. He wouldn't attack players, and it just goes to show that footballers do need confidence. Now, when he gets the ball, he's got the confidence in his head to say, right, I can go and take on this man. I can go and whip on a ball. I can do this. I can do that. He's just on fire, like when the NBA Jam back in the day when we was kids. He's on fire. No, that's how he is at the moment now. He's on fire. So, and when you're in that flow, I've played football before as well. When you're in that flow, you can do no wrong. And I just hope that he continues, man, because I'm really happy for him. And I'm really happy. You know, England call up again. This can only be good for us because the more positive things happen like that, the better he'll feel within himself, the better he'll perform for Manchester United.
No, for real, man. Big up Shaw, man. And for me, I'm saying he's going to be up there for one of the players of the season. Some may say I'm being wild, but bro, like with the season he's had, he's definitely going to be our player of the season. Obviously, Bar Fernandez, they might be battling for it, but he'll be up there. And yeah, man, he shouldn't be too disheartened. Big up Dan from Eyes on the Ball. It's true, man. Wan-Bissaka really needs to jump on that hype. You know what it is with Bissaka, yeah? It's that I believe he's improving, but he still has a long way to go. You understand what I'm saying? I still feel like offensively he needs to produce more. We know what he's capable when it comes to being a defender. Like that man, one-on-one, you can't skin him. Go ask Sterling. He'll tell you about Wan-Bissaka. You understand what I'm saying? So, look, defensively, the guy is rock solid. Like, you could play Wan-Bissaka in a back three as one of the right-sided defenders, and he'll do a flipping silly job. Like, he's that good at what he does when it comes to defending. Now, offensively, Wan-Bissaka really needs to work on his game. And you know what? that can happen, man. I mean, look at what you said about Shaw. Shaw was a cutback merchant. You understand what I'm saying? Once Wan-Bissaka finds his, game in terms of attacking, then he can probably go on to be another tank on that right-hand side, because we got one tank in Luke Shaw. We just need someone there on Wan-Bissaka's side. Obviously, this is when the right wing comes to play. We do need a right winger. I think if we get a right winger, the balance will be there, and maybe he'll find confidence in himself to say, you know what, I can attack as well, double up and whatnot with the right winger. Who knows?
Yeah. Could I just touch on that, please, Beeks? It's interesting you just say double up there, because that's one thing. If we watch our right hand, on the left hand side, we always drift as a team to the left hand side. So over there, you'll have Martial, you'll have Shaw, you'll have Bruno Fernandes drifting over there, even Rashford certain time drifting over there. He can find himself over there. Do you know what I'm saying? We always have players over there. Now on the right hand side, what you tend to find a lot of the time, Wan-Bissaka is left alone. He's left alone 1v1 with defender, and he's asked him to go and beat that man. Now, we're all saying that we want Wan-Bissaka to be like Luke Shaw, but we have to remember Wan-Bissaka was actually a winger originally, and he got converted to a right back. That must have happened for a reason, because he probably didn't have the attributes. Well, not even probably. He obviously didn't. He didn't have the right attributes to make it as a winger, i.e. beating a man and doing all the things that a winger needs to do. Now, with Luke Shaw, though, when we bought him, he was that player. Do you know what I'm saying? He was an attacking player. He had pace. He can get down to the byline. He just lost his way after the leg break, and he never got it back. Now he's got it back. Whereas with Wan-Bissaka, I would argue that are we now asking him to do something that he just isn't able to do? And then in that scenario, it's not a case of he needs to work on it. Maybe he's just not able to do it. And like with football players, you do have to play to footballers' strengths. Players have strengths and players have weaknesses. Maybe that is a weakness of his now, is actually being able to beat. And we do maybe need more support on the right-hand side for Wan-Bissaka, like we have on the left. I don't know. But I do think that he's left isolated a lot of the time by himself, 1v1. And sometimes he does it, sometimes it works, but a lot of the time it don't. So I think that he definitely needs more support in terms of a right winger down there. Or maybe he's never going to be that type of player that we need him to be attacking-wise.
It's true. And you know what? Maybe he's just not that type of player like you're saying. And if that's the case, then a right winger is definitely needed, because we've heavily invested in Wan-Bissaka. And, as a defender, your job is to defend. He does that for us. No one complains about Wan-Bissaka defending. That's his speciality. We see the amount of tackles he puts in. Obviously, it can be a bit wild, but 9 times out of 10, he gets it spot on.
Yeah, he does.
For a defender to get 9 times out of 10, he's tackling on point. Boom, you know that. All right, cool. This man knows the art of tackling. It's great. It's fantastic. He's good at that. When it comes to the art of attacking, and he's not good at that, then we need to bring players, right wingers. Dan saying Neto. I believe Neto is a really good player. Mandem wants Sancho. Of course, the streets want Sancho. There are other right wingers about, but whoever we get in, I just hope that it benefits not only Manchester United Football Club, but the likes of Wan-Bissaka. That pressure that boy has on him is ridiculous, and this is what happens when you're playing for a huge club of this magnitude at Manchester United. That it's just how it goes. Shaw knows about it. He's buckled up, and look what Shaw's doing right now. It's just one of these things, unfortunately. But I really do hope that Wan-Bissaka does. He ends up doing well next season, and I hope this crop of players end up winning the trophy in terms of the Europa League. I think winning the trophy, trying to segue off from those points. I think winning the trophy is really huge. I mean, I know I banter a lot and I go, I don't really care about Europa and whatnot, but deep down, not only for the fans, but for these players, bro, if they win a trophy, it's a boost. I mean, the last time we won a trophy was under Mourinho, when we won the Europa League, we won the League Cup. And, there were some players that are there that are not there anymore, but the likes of your Pogba's, your Lingards, Rashford, them man know what it's like to win a trophy, but you got a new crop of players there as well at the club. They're going to be wanting to win their first major trophies, like your Greenwoods, Bruno Fernandes, who's actually done his bit to make sure Manchester United at this stage, he's going to want to win a trophy. Maguire's going to want to win a trophy in terms of saying, look, I'm the captain with the man with the armband, and I've led the club to a trophy. All of this thing, it will play a huge part if United do go end up winning the trophy. And I think that's why getting knocked out of the FA Cup was a huge blow, and I'm sure they realise it. And they can't have that happen again if they're still in a cup competition. Now, this is what I'm worried for, and this is where the predictions come into play. Because before we round up, I did say we were going to talk about predictions. Bro, we're now in Europa League, we're still in the quarterfinals, and we're second in the league. Now, how many games have we got left in the league? About 10 games?
Nine games we got.
Nine games. Okay, cool. So we got about 9 games. And if you add the remaining of the
Europa League,
we got potentially two games in the quarterfinals, two games in the semi-finals, and 1 game in the final. So all in all, that's about 14 games left.
Yeah.
What do Manchester United focus on? Do they focus on making sure they get top 4 in 9 games, or do they focus on winning the Europa League in 5 games? I mean, look at the way I've put it. What's more reasonable? What's more effective? I mean, I don't even know the answer to the question because I'm here saying it and I'm just thinking about it as I'm saying it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But
well, I think as a club like Manchester United, we should be winning trophies, and people will say, well, why? But look, this is our history. This is our club. This is what we should be going after now. Whether that's the target at the beginning of the season, I'm hoping it is. Who knows? But as a fan now, I'm saying we should be winning trophies. Now, I was having a look. We've got 9 games. We play Brighton, and then we've got Spurs, and then I can't remember who it is after that. But we got 6 games from April to the end of the season that are sticky, Beeks. They're sticky. We got Leeds, which we should win, but who knows? Then we got Liverpool, then away to Aston Villa, then at home to Leicester, then at home to Fulham, then last day of the season away to Wolves. So it is a tough one to say, what do you focus on? Because I would like to say, try and get it all wrapped up that we finish top 4, and then we can focus on the Europa League. But it's not going to be that easy. Now, the only saving grace is that there's 27 points to play for, 9 games, and we're like 9 points ahead of Spurs, 8 points ahead of West Ham. So essentially, we can sort of afford to lose around 3 games still out of those 9 and still potentially make it. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's in a roundabout way of saying, I think that we should be able to still have a little bit of leeway in the league to still finish top 4, maybe not finish second, but still finish top 4, secure that for next season, and then focus heavily on the Europa to make sure that we get through the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and we win that final. So basically you focus on the Europa, and then you just make sure that you do enough to just pick up a few points in the league, because we've given ourselves a bit of a cushion now. I expect West Ham to start to fall off a little bit. So I'm looking more at Spurs as a potential to finish top 4 there. And we're 9 points ahead of them, man. Do you know what I mean? So that's 3 losses out of 9 games. That's a lot. So, you beat Leeds, that's 1. You beat Aston Villa, you beat Fulham, you get a draw against Liverpool or Wolves, which is still possible. Man United in the big games, we can do the 0-0 thing. We can do the 0-0 thing.
Of course.
Yeah, we can do the 0-0 thing. So, yeah, that's what I reckon.
Bro, you know what? I respect that. You've actually brought some calmness to me. I wasn't expecting that as the roundup. And, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, you know what? I gassed Semps up in the intro and he's gassed me up right now. And now I'm looking at it as we're going to do it. Why not, bro? Like us, man. We're Man United, bro. We're going to win the Europa League.
Stop it.
All right.
Stop it. I didn't say that. I said let's focus.
All right, no, I'm not putting words in Semps' mouth, but what I'm saying is that there's a possibility of winning the Europa League and making sure we get top four.
Yeah.
We've weighed out the options there. He's literally just dissected everything, and I think we should be optimistic. I know that Leicester loss was really hurtful and painful for others, but that loss could motivate Manchester United Football Club to go on and be successful towards the end of the season. Don't get me wrong. Look, if you finish second and you win a trophy, it's good. It's not the best. Like for me, I don't look at it as one of the greatest seasons. I look at winning the league as a great season. You understand what I'm saying? But
Of course, yeah, man.
obviously, standards have dropped and whatnot, unfortunately. And
Yeah.
finishing second and winning the trophy it's still good. I'm not going to lie to you, but we want more for this great club, and that's where we stand. And yeah, man, I thought we'll be going back and forth with that one, but Semps people, listen, Semps gassed me right now. Bro. I'm looking at it thinking, yo, bun you, man, bun Leeds, bun Liverpool, bun Spurs. Yo, bun you, man. And Spurs, Carl, you, man, pumped us 6-1. Don't you forget it, because you think we forgot about that.
Yeah.
All
See,
right.
that's a game which you can actually see us winning that type of game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we beat City. Like these games are there for us even in this running. We beat City 2-0. I didn't expect that. I thought we'll get pumped, you know. So I'm saying, so yeah, within these games, because again, I didn't even talk about the 3 games that we've got before this 6 that I spoke about.
Yeah.
You know, you get potentially 6 points out of that. And yeah, man, I think we'll have now just enough. We've given ourselves a good enough cushion in the league now. So we just focus on those 2 legs against Granada. And then what is it, Ajax or Roma in the semis. But you know, I think we beat those teams now. If we could get past AC Milan and Real Sociedad, I say we can get past those teams.
Semps, I'm gassed. Hey, yo, you, man, bring it on, G. We don't care about you, man. Get me? Come for us, bro. Come for us. We don't care about you, man. Do you get me? Semps has gassed me. I'm gassed. This is our Friday. You know, them ones there. No work tomorrow. Shout out to everyone. Bank holiday and them things there. Shout out to you, man. You get me? But Semps, I really appreciate coming on Beat for you to come on Beats Corner. Thank you for your time. And this has been. I've really enjoyed this because it's mad because we've been saying, yeah, man, we're gonna do something even since last year, and then you know it's mad. I've jumped on your show, you jumped on mine now. I need to pattern something where I do a big show with the man. I think what is it? Liverpool game is coming up soon. I'm gonna try and do a preview, man. And
Liverpool's the 1st of May.
1st of May. Say less, bro. I'm gonna make sure I pattern a huge thing for everyone. So
Include me.
You're dear. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. And I'm gonna make sure everyone's there. But Semps, it's been a pleasure. Let the man them know where they can find you, man. Plug your thing.
Yeah, man. So if you like to hear what I got to say, you can check me out on Twitter at @Semps, and then you know, I've got Views TV official platform. We're on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram at Views TV official. That's simple. Yeah, man, come in here. That Views TV official, we just do a roundup football podcast regarding the weekend's games and that, and just chat football, have some banter, chat some sense. And then yeah, man, I'm just out on Twitter, just chatting football and keeping positive as well. I'm always a positive guy.
Bro, it is what it is. Man like Semps, you know what time it is. Make sure you go follow his team. Like, comment, subscribe on his page as well. Go do all of that as well. Even on our page, Beats Corner, you know what time it is. On Twitter, Instagram, on the bottom of your screen, scrolling to the left or right, whatever. You know how it goes down. It is what it is. But yeah, man, shout out to everyone that's tuned in. And you know what time it is. Make sure you enjoy your whole bank holiday weekend, because I'm certainly going to enjoy mine. You know them ones there. Take it easy. Enjoy the super malt with the jollof rice or whatever it is. Rice and peas, curry goat, oxtail,
Fish and bread.
Fish and bread. Or if you know, hey, I haven't forgot the Englishman, them roast potatoes and all of them things there, but I love all that, bro. The gravy and all that.
Yeah,
I love all that. The variety is for everyone, bro. Do you get me? So say less. Yo, It's your boy Beeks, and we are signing out. Peace.